You ever walk into a room and feel every eye on you? Not because you're special, but because they're sizing you up, waiting for you to slip? That's how it felt when I stepped into Fort Carson, a military base out in Colorado, as their new training advisor. Name's Sarah Kane, ex-combat medic. And let me tell you, those first 24 hours, I knew I was walking a tightrope with no net. It started in the mess hall, early morning, the kind of gray dawn where the coffee's too weak to wake you up. I'm grabbing a tray, just trying to blend in, when I turn to pick up a napkin, and my shirt rides up just a bit, enough to show the edge of this old tattoo on my shoulder blade. A black hawk, wings spread, talons out, with the code ZT042108 etched below it. Barely a second, but the whole place shifts. 3 old-timers at the table behind me stand up like they just saw a ghost. Silverware clinks slow down. 2 soldiers at the next table swap a look. One shakes his head. The other puts his coffee down like he's afraid it'll spill. My new boss, Lisa Carter, a no-nonsense instructor, leans in, voice low, eyes flicking to the soldiers. Sarah, if what you just said about your training ideas is legit, my medics might actually make it home alive. I give her a half smile, but my shoulders tighten. Been in enough rooms to know when I'm being watched, and not the friendly kind. Then this guy walks up, Master Sergeant Tom Reed, late 50s, face like weathered leather, uniform faded from years of sun and sweat. His eyes aren't curious theory scanning me like I'm a file he's read before. Lisa introduces us. Tom, meet Sarah Kane, our new advisor. Tom gives a nod, short and sharp. What are my medics gonna learn from you, Kane? Same question I've heard 100 times. I keep it simple. I was a combat medic, Iraq, 2008 to 2011. Then civilian EMS, then training. Tom's eyes flicker, like he's piecing something together. Those were rough years. Lost a lot of good people. I nod, stay quiet. But I see it's clocked the tattoo, and he's not the only one. Phones are out now, thumbs flying, and I don't need to guess what they're texting. New advisor. Iraq vet. Anyone know her? Bio 758. I'm heading to my first session with Fort Carson's elite medics. The training center's a steel box gold, quiet. No sound from the base, just the hum of fluorescent lights. 12 medics sit in a half circle, not standing at attention, but not slouching either. They're judging me, every move, every word. Civilians don't usually teach here, and I've got minutes to prove I belong. I set my beat-up leather bag on the table, old, scratched, but tough as hell, just like me. Sit easy, I say, voice calm but firm. For 2 weeks, I'm teaching you what the manuals skip. Gear fails, orders get fuzzy, and you'll have more bodies than bandages. Sergeant First Class Miguel Torres raises a hand, eyes sharp. Ma'am, medics don't fight like grunts. What makes you think you can teach us? I lean forward. Iraq, FOBs, convoys, stuff that never hit the reports. A dry laugh from the second row. Corporal Jake Mills. Lots of people were in Iraq. Why should we trust you to keep us alive? I don't blink. I'll show you. I hit a button on the control panel, and the room goes red, rotor blades screaming through speakers, cold air blasting down. Mannequins roll out, chest wounds, gut rips, missing limbs, arterial bleeds. A 15-minute timer starts. I call it out. Torres, Mills, chest and abdominal. Rivera, Cox, amputations. Rest, set up a casualty collection point. Medevac's coming. 2 minutes in, Torres' suction device dies. He freezes. Torres, gears dead. What now? He hesitates, then grabs a water bottle, sprays to clear the airway. Not textbook, but it works. I nod. Good. In the field, gear's a luxury. Mills is struggling with a bandage. Need a proper wrap, he snaps. Don't have one. I shoot back. Your guy's bleeding out. 10 minutes left. He curses, but I'm already on my knees, twisting a t-shirt from the medkit into a tourniquet, clamping it tight. The mannequin's pulse steadies. Don't worship the tools, I say, locking eyes with Mills. Worship the principles. They start moving faster, sharper belts, gloves, anything becomes a tool. When I check Torres, my shirt pulls tight, and that hawk tattoo shows again. ZT042108, clear as day. Torres sees it, not curious, but like he's read it in a classified brief. 5 minutes left, the PA blares, medevac delayed. Hold for 12 minutes. They curse, but they adapt. When the timer hits 0, the lights snap back on, and I step forward. Tomorrow, it's not just mannequins. You'll see things you can't unsee. I grab my bag and walk out, the steel door sealing behind me. Next morning, 0510, an alarm rips through the mist. Rain's pouring, soaking everyone before we even get coffee. I'm already out there, gray raincoat, saying nothing but, "Today, we work outside." The training field's a mess, burned out Humvees, collapsed buildings, smoke curling through the air, speakers blasting gunfire and screams. 1 mile, treat the wounded, extract before contact. 20 minutes. Go. They move fast, Torres leading, Rivera in the middle, Mills on rear. First casualty's a mannequin, gut wound, weak pulse. Rivera's working when a mortar blast simulated goes off. Then an actor stumbles out, fake blood everywhere, not part of the plan. Mills barks, "Ignore him, stick to the mission." Rivera hesitates. I step in. Your call saves or kills someone. Decide. Rivera pulls the civilian in, Mills glares but keeps moving. At 300 meters, we hit a narrow street. Speakers scream, enemy closing, 2 minutes out. Torres medkits short someone. Me, pulled the wraps and morphine to mimic real shortages. Improvise, I say. He grabs a rifle sling, ties it off, uses a scarf from an actor's pack. Mills takes 2 sim rounds, red paint on his coat, but drags a casualty to cover. When I lean to help Rivera with a stretcher, my raincoat shifts, showing the full tattoo hawk, talons, compass, ZT042108. Torres freezes. "Ma'am, that," I cut him off, voice like ice. "Focus, Sergeant." We hit the extraction gate at 0, soaked, paint splattered, alive. I look at them. Torres, good tourniquet. Rivera, risky but right. Mills, 2 hits, Erie dead before your guy's safe. Mills says nothing. I walk off, rain hiding my face, but Torres is watching, and I know he's thinking, who the hell is Sarah Kane? That afternoon, we're back in the mock village, no warning, just a radio call. Casualty, Building 7, under fire. Torres mutters, live fire? That's not cleared. I shrug. On the battlefield, no one asks permission to shoot. 5 minutes in, gunfire cracks, real gunfire, sharp, dry, not sim rounds. A shadow moves on a rooftop, rifle aimed, not base gear, something foreign, scarred with stock. I don't think twice, grab my training carbine, swap the mag for a live one stashed in my pack. Aim, fire. The shooter drops, rifle clattering. Silence hits hard. My coat's open, tattoo fully out, hawk. Compass, ZT042108. Torres' face goes pale. He knows that code, Operation Night Hawk, a black op in Iraq, 2011. Chemical weapons plot stopped, no survivors, or so the report said. I bark, move, and we're out, no arguments. Back at the safe zone, MPs swarm, rumors fly, live rounds in a drill. Lisa Carter corners me. I'm reporting this. I nod. Report it, but don't write what you can't prove. Torres catches me later, voice low. ZT042108. Night Hawk. I saw the report. I cut him off. Sometimes, knowing less keeps you breathing, Sergeant. I walk away, rain swallowing my steps. That night, in a dim conference room, I'm spinning a metal mug, rain tapping the windows. Sergeant Major Elena Voss walks in with Lisa and Tom Reed. Voss sits, no notes, just eyes locked on me. Tell me about that shot, Kane. I keep it tight. Intruder, live weapon. I protected the team. No injuries. Tom leans forward. That wasn't civilian training. Lisa pulls up Fujijim. The shot, the tattoo, clear as day. No unit matches that insignia, she says. I smile just a bit. Some units don't get registered. Voss folds her arms. The intruder wasn't alone. Could be a test of our response. Tom's voice drops. ZT042108. Night Hawk, 2011. No one walked away. I lean in, voice a whisper. One did. You're looking at her. Tom pulls back, half doubt, half shock. I stand, adjust my coat. Forget this talk, Sergeant. Some doors don't close once you open them. Outside, rain's heavy, lights dim. I cross the courtyard, and there, on a black SUV's windshield, is a metal tag, same Hawk, but the code ZT042109. My blood freezes. Only 3 of us knew that original code. 2 are dead, have been for 14 years. I grab the tag, eyes scanning the dark. Someone's out there, and they know who I am. I slip into the barracks, heart pounding, the bass humming with whispers. The game's back on, and I'm not sure I'm ready. What would you do if you found out someone you worked with had a past like that hero or threat? You can't tell. Drop your thoughts below, your city, your take on trust and secrets. Hit subscribe for more stories that hit hard and don't let go.